Hello, what's up, everybody? Oh man, a great start. Okay, so let me just tweet when the stream is starting, and then we will jump right into it. Okay, the tweet should be out, and in case you don't see it, over the weekend I made the, let's see, it should be easier here. No, it's not. Where did they go? Okay, I think I've committed the changes, so let's see, in resources. I've implemented made the different texture variants. And today, with them ready, I want to add the oxidation logic and add them to the game. So, let me see if I have everything set up correctly. Okay, everything should be good. Maybe less dramatic music. And then, yeah, the first thing, sorry, would be to update the, first thing actually would be to, if I launch Blockbench, then you can see that the texture, oh man, spoilers, the texture and the model I've been working with so far, has stairs for the front, which, according to the, what was it, the style guidelines, you're not supposed to do that, and instead you're supposed to use a slant, or rather a slanted surface, like, let me open one, like the lectern has, but for whatever reason, when I was making it initially, couldn't figure out how to deal with the edges. So like I would make a slope here, and then my edges, I would basically make something like, let's see, something like that. Yeah, I will make something like that. Couldn't figure out what to do with the edges here. It looked really ugly that way. So, and yeah, it turns out that I'm just supposed to, basically the walls and the slant can overlap to make like a smooth wall here. So yeah, I didn't have the time to work on it, but I will try to see how it looks with this slant and smooth edges. And then I will think about which one I prefer. No, yeah, when I started working on it, there's this issue that I can't line that thing. I really don't want the that small corner to be there. And yeah, here's a gap, but yeah, we will see. I'll try to work on it. But for now, let's get to implementing the oxidation levels. So, first thing would be to update the texture path, because I was just working on models and didn't touch that, so that will be now copper wheelbarrow. And let's see, is my LSP starting? Yes, it is, okay. So that texture should be correct, and now let's see if in-game everything's right. Sorry, bumped my microphone. Okay, and I'm probably going to need the clutter this time, clutter code base, because there they have oxidizing stuff, copper doors, I think. So that should be okay. So the texture is correct. Seems nice. That's fine. And the selector have a. Why does this look like that? Oh, let's see. What are some other blocks? Poppy, I guess. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have to care about that. The hitbox can just be just a cube. What is it? Cuboid. Okay. The texture is looking really nice. Actually, let me check one thing real quick. Okay. Made a typo in a tweet, but doesn't matter. Classic. So, okay, let's see what the oxidation logic looks like. Let's find some copper doors, I guess. Entity, that will be a block. Block entity. Okay, I guess just a block. Let's have the copper on oxidizable. Oxidizable door block. Okay, so I mean I can keep the wheelbarrow name, no need to call it oxidizable wheelbarrow. No, I'm not in the renderer, probably, but at least not yet. Yeah, it should be the entity, wheelbarrow entity. When this is a model, actually wheelbarrow entity. Okay, yeah, on Saturday we implemented the heat wobble, the damage wobble. Next was going to be the bubble wobble, but since I have the textures, let's add oxidation level first. Okay, private final. Okay, I implement and then I do this. I wonder why this is final. Okay, but let's keep reading. Extends a door block, sure, implements oxidizable, which is from custom. Let's see. The oxidizable, can I find that? No, mind, it's not from custom. Where is that from? Maybe just a block, probably. Can I find that? Let's try to import it. Okay, oxidizable. I need just the interface. Let's see, what does it need? A lot of stuff. Okay, actually, no, these are just oxidation level increases. Okay, so these are probably blocks that affect the oxidation speed. I probably won't care about that. It shouldn't be noticeable. Let's see now. Decrease oxidation block. Okay, well, this is for a block. Maybe I won't be implementing the oxidizable because I don't really care about block logic. Sorry, the adjacent block logic. I think that's what it will be. So just standalone wheelbarrow entity will oxidize over time. But still, let's check out that logic. Get increased oxidation level, unaffected, stain, degradation, chance. Okay. Result. Now there are the oxidation levels. Okay, so I would want that enum. Okay, but it looks like I can just use it, hopefully. Let's see. Let's see, oxidizable, and what is it called? Oxidation level. Oh man, I can't use it, huh? I have to implement that. And could I use the oxidation level? Yes. What's one? Unaffected. Let's try to do that. For this, other oxidation level, temp equals oxidized. Okay, so here are the enum members. Or other, okay, there they are. And I really don't like that I can't access it without implementing it. Yep. Man. Okay, so I guess I can just override these and ignore them, or actually handle all of that logic. Because this is working on a block state, and I will be working on an entity state. I probably just have to codec, not sure what that does. This ID, okay. Hmm. So you just have an enum, and let's just start restyling a bit. Okay, so I want another enum. Static. What happens if I don't have public? Is it private by default? Let's see. Java default access level. Default access modifier. No access. It's set to be then default. Okay, but what is it? Default. Wow, thanks. 4 types. Okay, whatever. I'll just do without public, and we will see if it can be string identifiable. Okay, do I need that? I guess. And does this interface mean? Serialized by codecs. Codecs. Okay, I don't think I care about that. So, okay. I think this should be copper. Let me resolve to a type. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Wheelbarrow entity, oxidation level. What is that? Constructor. String is undefined. Static. Private file. Okay, so I guess I need that. And I do want a string. That should be useful. Okay, and I have a syntax error somewhere. Seeing a type from a string. Here from an integer. Okay. That should be everything. And then let's try to restart. Maybe that will help. Nope. Can't. Static enum. Constructor. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Let's copy that. Actually, I don't think that I have type already. Okay, I got a bit lost here. Where's type used? Okay, in NBT data. Okay, so that's great. Should be everything I need. Okay, so I should have. Okay, so never mind. I have most of that set up. So I just need logic on tick, I'm guessing. Let's see what does that look like? Random tick. Slower, stopper, tick degradation, has random ticks. Get state for neighbor update, won't care about that. This oxidation level, okay. Yes. Get oxidation value. That's whatever. Okay, so let's actually first render on the entities with appropriate textures. So let's see, all of my items should still be working. Then I will need a type inside of them. So my type, okay, so my type is static. I think I'll already have it somewhere in items. And I don't, so I will need to pass it here. Actually, since there seem to be some songs from Arcane here, let me add one to the queue. Or actually, let me add two to the queue. Okay. So let me see all of my items. Okay, all of them should spawn the same wheelbarrow. Okay. Actually, let's see. It looks okay. And I kinda like these stairs though. Maybe the slope will be better. Don't mind the stairs at all. Probably because I got used to it. Oh man, voice is not where I want it to be today. Okay, and I also have to take care of it slowing down when it falls. Don't think I wanted that behavior. Just want to thump into the ground. Man, I missed it. Okay, it didn't seem to slow down though. Maybe it just does it. It's really close to the ground. Man, I did slow down. And I can just summon one. So let's see. Summon a wheelbarrow. Okay, of that. 100 and that. Okay, so this time it. Oh, maybe I'm tripping. Okay, so it doesn't slow down here. Okay, so not sure what that's about. Okay, so let's add first. Let's see what changes have I made. So these are the models, and these are just imports. Man, such a banger song. Okay, so let's add the data to items. What is that doing here? The oxidation level somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to need private final oxidation level. Now it should be type. And so that probably means and to rename that to like a public. Okay, now static should be fine. Public static. Let me think. Static. Where is accessible? Not sure how Java does that. Type. Okay, don't have that. So if I okay, so that's item. For more items. This is the entity. Okay, so I want Wheelbarrow entity. I guess I do need public here. Can do that. Wheelbarrow entity can be resolved to a type Wheelbarrow we. Okay. So let's not care about the naming for now, if it works. Settings, what should the order be? Let's see. Mod blocks. Mod items. Maybe, okay, so let's see name. New item. Okay, so fabric settings seem to be last, and so that is the direction. I don't have, so okay. Let's have that first. Okay. This is unused, but then our entity has oxidation level, okay? And that's not going to be final, I don't think. Or actually, the oxidizable interface did have that final. Let's see, why so? Maybe not that, but the doors. Is there set? Set, nowhere to be found. Let's see. I want door. Oxidizable door. Let's stay with that. Okay, actually, let's do classic VS Code moment. And okay, so let's see, set block state, test upper oxidation, slower. So this is private final still. Then that. No, whatever. So just set block state. I'm guessing there's a level somewhere. Is there? Don't. Okay, so that's not where the level is. Where is that used? Oxidation level. So in this get degradation level. Oxidation value, maybe that's used instead. Okay, so get oxidation level gets the level from the position. Then block state, if it's an oxidizable, then we return the degradation level. Otherwise, we return no. Where's the get oxidation value used? Okay, so this is just comparing next. And I still can't seem to find where the degradation is actually happening. Random tick degradation. So tick degradation seems to be used here. Degradable. Degradable. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so range is 4. Okay, and there's an enum. Okay, but it's using a block state too. So I gotta do that myself. Default. So let's see, this is final too. Okay, but this is the degradation range, public optional. Try degrade. What's actually changed? I'm guessing the block will be replaced. Not the oxidation level modified. This gets degradation result. Try degrade. Okay, so while has next position get Manhattan directions. Okay, so I check every direction. Get and I return the get degradation result, which has to be implemented. Okay, and where is that used? Just here. Is this extended thing? No. Oh, I can't see where actual degradation is happening. Wonder where it happens. The block replaced somewhere. Actually, let's just not care about that and just YOLO our own logic. It shouldn't be that hard and it shouldn't matter too much either. So we have an item that has a type. Okay, so pick block state should return the item, I think. So that's for later. That's on the entity. Let's see now the entity needs to have that. So oxidation level is track the data, so I guess that's why it's final. Is that used anywhere? Okay, that's just here. I really don't like that these are final. Track the data. Okay, I should probably not care about that. I just probably don't know how that works. Should be okay to skip. In data tracker, So actually, here I'm guessing I should have the type. An oxidation level is an integer. Okay, but my type already has the from integer to. So let's just first I'll see how the entities. Okay, but entities won't have that probably. Let's see how our blocks are registered. Copper, new oxidizable chain block. Okay, so the first parameter. Oxidation level unaffected. And then settings, okay. Nothing too special. So here it will be the type. Is so this takes in a world and this takes in a position. Ah, so I'm guessing both should take the oxidation level. Yes, let's have just private type oxidation. Okay, let's make it final for now. Private static. I want it to be static. I don't think I do. Okay, man, I'm so dumb. I can't wrap my head around how these things work. Let's just make it private, whatever. Private, final, oxidation level. Let's have two, why not? That's I not really don't like having to see once again if there's a different way. Okay, maybe if I set it in the constructor, I wouldn't have to set it here. Okay, now because this registers data, then here, set it in any data tracker. Could I set it somewhere else? Can I set it in constructor? I don't think so. Okay, let's try to chat GPT it real quick. Serializable. I have that, the oxidation level. I used to set in that. And in that. Now I want my constructor to take in a type, and then want to store it. Okay, let's copy that in case it gets lost. Let me try to resign. Really quick. Okay, seems to be working. And let's see. Okay, so I have another private type, and I set type, and then I'm guessing in the and in data tracker I will be, okay, now it does not in, can I do it like that? See, Minecraft, Fabric, init, data tracker, because maybe it's not called in the constructor actually, somewhere else. And the data tracker, register data, we called in constructor. Static, okay, so this is the same and just not inside of. It's typically killed during class initialization of the static block because start tracking. I think I have that somewhere else. In data tracker, it just told me to do here. Whatever, let's just yellow it. What's the worst thing that could happen? Okay. Probably will want that to be public though, so that my renderer can access it. Let's worry about that later, once that works. Okay. Now inside of the item, I need to use that when summoning the entity, spawn entity, rather than registering items here, I think. Wait. Create, okay, so create method now needs a type too. So that will be this type. Here I take in the type. Okay, I'm kind of regretting having it be oxidation level and type. Let's just keep that for now. Okay, so this time, that's fine. And now inside of registering items, I need to add the types. I need to import, which doesn't seem to want to be imported. Should be fine. Okay, custom. Type, and that will be the copper. Let's see, oxidized. Man, I toggled on caps lock and it messed up my motions. Okay, that should be that. So I'll just yellow it and see what happens. Hmm. Yeah, okay, so now my constructor takes in a type. Where do I call it? Instead of the renderer, where is it? I forgot. I do remember having that line. Okay, mod entities. New. I'm kind of lost. Where is that? Here. My bad. So let's see. It's here. Okay, but I would like I would like to not have to create 4 separate entities since the type is stored inside NBT data. So how do I take care of that? Let's think. See here, are there any entities? And there for sure are entities. So let's see if any of them hold some data and be used. That okay, so just data generation. I'm not using for now. Build dimensions. Okay, so these all. None of these like anything special. But let's see, moss bloom, for example, should have a flower type. It has builder set attributes. Okay, so that's not it. What's that? See, kind of okay. And it goes. Okay. Be helpful in the distant future. In data tracker. Okay, so there's that ID type of variant, which is where is it? Not sure where it comes from. And here. This takes in the class and whatever. Okay, but where do I get that from? Whether if it's not in constructor, then where is it set? Guessing somewhere set variant. Okay, but this takes in a random variant. Okay, but that's on breed. Okay, so just child set variant. Spawns without any, and then you set one. I guess if it's supposed to work like that. Okay, so here there's the initialize an entity. See, maybe if I'm creating one, whatever I'm using to spawn it, just not having any constructor. The constructor will have the default copper. So type oxidate, rather copper. Okay, let's have that here. See what method is used inside of an item. Create, okay, so if create takes in a type, then I'm guessing it would just call set type. Create, let's see. and then entity, set variant, set type, oxidation level man, type. What's the copier method? No clue. Okay, entity is undefined. What did I mess up? Let's see. Public, okay, needed that. And this takes now type now. I think I got rid of this super. It's inside of the entity. I need just this super, and that will be the man, I'm lost. How did I? What happened? Okay, that. Okay, sorry. Lost there for a second, but we should be back, and let's continue. Okay, so let's commit these. Okay, yeah, okay, now there's no type inside of the constructor anymore. Never mind, for item there is, so that's correct. So yeah, items should be okay. The item itself, okay, has a type. This type, and yeah, create processing the type. Entity. Okay, so now, if I launch the game, there should be no changes. It should still be working the way it worked previously, but once I add the texture, different textures to the renderer, then we should see the difference. But let's just make sure it's still working. Okay, so no changes there. And there should be a change in NBT. Not sure how I can do an NBT stuff. Let's try summon. And how do I do an NBT? Okay, so that will be here, and now I just do the oxidation level. Let's make sure that's what it's called. Don't need that, don't need that. Okay, renderer in a moment. Entity, okay, shouldn't be needed, but actually I needed it to see what it's called. Oxidation level. Wait, and is that stored? Okay, that's stored as an integer. Item, okay, and I don't have anything else open. 1. Okay. Can I inspect an entity? NBT. Can I do that? Okay, selecting. Highlight an entity. How do you highlight mob? Skill. No, they still have the name tag. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so that would be the fact give. Now I would want all entities that have NBT equals oxidation level 1 and glowing say 5. Oh, okay, so let's skip trying to figure that out, and let's just add the texture logic. Hope it works. So I need the renderer. After that, okay, let me check something real quick. Okay. So instead of a static final identifier texture, I would need dynamic textures. Okay, so get texture could return. Oh, let me think. I could add 4 separate identifiers here and just call that in a switch statement, and that should be the easiest. I mean, seems the most straightforward, but probably there is a more complicated way that I could use. Will most definitely pay off. I should invest time into, so let's try to check that out. Where was it? Huh? I think it was in the sled. Because this person seems to be doing some more stuff. Okay, so yeah, there's the map of a wood type to a resource location. Okay, I'm not sure if I want a resource location. Just an identifier is fine. The resource location. Resource location. There's a link to a wiki. And let's see, a forward, while necessary to an extent, it is suggested that you get accustomed to the basics of, okay. Real listeners. Okay, sorry, moved my microphone a bit. So what is this? This is the resource manager helper. So this just takes in all the types and collects them to a map. And that resolves the texture. T, I'm assuming, is a texture. If I add an inventory PNG into the resources area of my mod, can I use this can I use it instead of this? If so, how? Resource location points at a location you and or anyone else can put there anything they want. If they replace it, it will be replaced. Okay, so I'm guessing maybe that you wouldn't want to hardcode textures with identifiers if you want them to have skins. Okay, we have now gone over the process of registering your reload listeners. Have we? Oops. So let's see how much I skipped. Custom data resource pack, custom gamer, resources, mixins, adding world presets, data, model generation. Okay, that's not related, I don't think. See, rendering dynamically. And register the renderer. Here I can modify it. And doesn't seem to have an example yeah, of like a value stored, doing stuff based on that. Okay, so let's see, reload. So you're going to want to clear or otherwise prepare to update anything that is storing the info you are going to be fetching through the manager. Okay, so you kind of see what's happening there. And this is just getting from the resource folder. Hmm. Uh, textures, text and Jassy, Snowy Spirit. Okay, so that's a mod. And the res, I suppose, is going to be a resource registry. Yeah, resource location. Okay, but is that guy, person, doing the same for the items? Because I guess I could do that. I don't mind having new resources like that. Let's find the items. Man, where were the items? Lost, come on. Client, nope. Okay, so come on, items. Oh, if not come on, then where, man? Where was that? Sled item. Oh, I'm on the wrong repository. I was looking for that. I mean, I don't think this mod is using resources. Instead, we'll just have the renderer. Let's see, are there any? And there probably are, but not for blocks. Okay, but here are some entities with a variant. Okay, and that is probably using a texture. Butterfly variant by ID and then ID. So this takes in the values, which I'm not sure what these are. Source them, okay, by that. Get ID and by variant. Okay. So now where would that be used? Oh, okay, it is inside of a renderer. Okay, and just hard codes that. So I don't really mind that. That's fine. Okay, let's skip the resources stuff for now and use just hard coded textures. Location by variant. Renderer. can I do that? Can I not have that stuff? Nope. I'm guessing that this extends something, yeah, mob entity renderer, which mine aren't. Okay, so get texture just gets by the variant, shockingly. Okay, so that's simple enough. Okay, so just location by variant. Not sure why it's called a location. Just call it private static final. So that will be a map that's using a wheelbarrow entity type. Okay, I don't have the map import set and an identifier. That will be util mic. Let's add the imports. And the util on Minecraft. How do I make it like suggest me, yeah, stuff in Minecraft? Class holding various utility stuff. Okay, util mic maps new in a map. Why would I want to do that inside of a util thingy instead of just a map? What does it do? Okay, am I missing something? I'm missing the texture dot type to texture. Okay, what does make do? The returns those the value supplied from factory. Okay, this is useful when initializing static fields. Okay, which I for some reason want to do it like that. Maybe this is the same thing the static block does, or the double curly brackets. So just use that. That's how stuff is done in Java. Maps. Where are maps from? From Google. Okay. New in a map. Fix in the Wheelbarrow entity type. Now just map. Okay. Is that what I want? Class. Okay. That's fine. Now I would want to. No, let's not do anything dynamic. Let's just hard code it. Only 4 values. Put and let's see. The wheelbarrow. Why does it not like that? Simple name expected instead. Wheelbarrow entity type and copper. Now texture. Okay, and where? It seems like my editor's dying for some reason. But what's wrong here? And the LSP seems to be struggling. Let's try to restart it. Okay, now we are shilling. Map put, new identifier, is there anything else? No. Okay, but it looks like I'm missing a... Yeah, what are these called? The brackets, in parentheses. Okay, sorry. And now 3 more, that would be the weathered. Okay, not that, but the exposed. Okay, we'll have to change the order of these and update that. And that's actually oxidized. And now inside of the get texture, should just be able to return the texture to level to texture, get just entity type. Okay, so it's an issue. Get. Okay. That's what I want. Okay, and let's hope that works. That was simple enough. Okay, so I had to check something, and now let's see. Okay, so I guess the typo somewhere. Whether don't, but it seems to be kind of working. Not sure, let's see what the error is. I mean, that the texture is missing. Okay, so exposed wheelbarrow. I mean, seems to be correct. So okay, that's why. Oh, oxidized copper. When did oxidize work? What is that working? Okay. Oh. I mean, it previously, so it makes sense that it doesn't now. But let's see, what kind of typos do I have? Okay, so this is the JSON. Why am I here? To be inside of the textures. Okay, so I do want the copper in the middle, I think. Can I reload the textures now? So that should be 3 and T. I think that, yeah, that only works for resources. Actually, give me a moment, 1 minute, I'm gonna check something. Okay, never mind. It's not should be all working now. Okay, really nice. Let me take a celebratory screenshot. Something like that. Okay. And man, these look really good. So nice, okay. Let's commit that and move to degrading them over time. Only render changed. Okay, I should have to sort these. And okay. Change texture based on variant. Okay. Really nice. So yeah, let's make them tick. Random tick. Because let's say if the entities have random ticks, or rather the blocks have random ticks, I would expect entities to have that too. And I will need to make them waxable, so let's add a to-do for that. Okay. And let me think. It really feels weird that it can be pushed here, but it's whatever. Can't really do anything about that. So Okay, so I think I can just add a random tick. It will be called randomly, probably. So let's see. It's I find it really odd, and they don't use the yearly return. Man, I'm blanking on what's called. Yearly return pattern. Yeah, whatever. Something like that. uh, just like checking if it's different and then not having to nest all of that. But let's see if I just add a random tick function. Do entities have a random tick? Okay, let's remove that for now, so I don't get confused. And full velocity or velocity. When was full velocity used? Okay, let's bring back the boat entity. And let's make sure that, okay, get water height below, update velocity. Oh, why do I have a type? Okay, so that's for the boat. Sorry, I got distracted there. Okay, so full velocity. I set it here for get water height below. Okay. So I should probably be able to remove it. Full velocity. Okay. And in the worst case, I'll just add it back. And okay, random tick. Let's try to add that and see it just gets called. Maybe useful, not yet. Probably be useful once I have passengers. Let's see if inside of the entity random tick. Tick movement, fire ticks, frozen. Okay, so not just tick. API known, this can be overridden to add additional logic, and just super should be called in those cases. Okay, so that's the thing I do. And is there another tick? Attempt, tick in void, tick portal, fire ticks. Okay, and I think it was just random, yeah, so it doesn't seem to have a random tick. Let's see. If I have to add anything special for it to have that. run procedure. Okay, what if I just add a random tick like that? See, actually, if block has the random tick block. Minecraft block and block random tick. Okay, so this has random ticks and random display tick. Okay, so this is just for displaying on client. Precipitation tick, and it's raining or snowing. Okay. Random tick speed has random ticks. Okay, so if has random ticks, okay, that's news. So it probably extends something. Abstract block, surely, sure. Random tick. Ticks, return this, ticks randomly, okay. It's a load of Javadoc. Has random ticks, okay, so I'm guessing this calls them somewhere. Random tick deprecated. And they're calling structs stand block state random tick as random ticks. Okay, where are they called? Random tick speed, and that's random tick again. And I am inside of the abstract. Oh, Fabric, Minecraft. Like, but how do I add a random tick to my entity? Like, in block has entity does not inherently support the random tick. Okay, mechanism that blocks have. The random tick for blocks is often used to perform updates or changes to block state over time. For entity, you generally need to handle this logic yourself. Sure. General outline of how you might implement a similar concept for entities in Fabric. Okay, so in tick, I'm guessing I will just. Okay, so I do have tick, so don't need to care about that too much. Tick. Now probably something random. Would want it to happen eventually. Like it should increase over time. So like it should just go up over time. It doesn't happen for very long time. And it finally happens like there's a limit. Sure what that's called. Take if this world is client. Okay, so I will be doing that on the server. This logical site for updating movement. On that. Why did I have so many comments there? Okay, because I'm in the inside of the entity, makes sense. And the current side is responsible for updating the movement for non-player written entities. This checks whether the entity is on the server. For player written entities, this checks whether the entity is on the client. Okay, so this will be player written. I need to have the, okay, that thing. Let's see, so I can yank only if I'm on the server. And man, I'm going over that in like 15th time. Should document it somewhere. Trigger a random event every 20 ticks. Make sure you properly registered it. Okay, so you would probably be able to find an example somewhere. Break how to implement random tick. Hmm. Random lag ticks, change block change by random, run procedure every random tick update. Should I make, because let's see, the copper block, the oxidizable, random tick degradation. Okay, where was the chance? I think in the chance. Okay, so here I have a next integer. Maybe in copper door, copper block, copper. No. Oxidizable door block, sure. Stick degradation. Okay, so here's the chance. Next float is smaller than. So it doesn't seem to increase by anything. Just, let's see, 4 built-in implementations. Classic, silently breaks when used concurrently, throws when used concurrently, looks the thread. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be any like safe thingy, say fallback when it takes forever to degrade. So let's not care about that either. And let's okay, so I would like to tick. We have tick. Okay, so these are the damageable ticks. Do I want to call it before or after ticks in this entity? Okay, I'm guessing after. Check block collision, sure. Push. So let's add that at the end. If this get wall. Okay, so let's make that a variable. Is server. Okay, and the warnings about leaking resources disappears, I noticed. Server, then. So if a server and this oxidation level is not equal to type oxidation oxidized ordinal. See, this is n. Under this and get oxidation level, it's probably what I need to go. Okay, it's different from type oxidized. And let's just cast it to an integer. Okay, so if I'm oxidized, then I just skip, and if not, then okay, now the resource lake is back here. And if I'm not oxidized, then random equals world. We have the world, okay, more or less, sorry. The world, somewhere here. Let's get world. Random. Okay, and it should be probably a random from Minecraft. Random. Let's see, where is that random? From be the oxidizable. Okay, and this is from here. random equals that. Okay, so this is a field. Let's get wall, but okay, so just, man, I hate that getter and setter stuff. Like, I just want to get the world, and if that's not, just like to access it like that, this world. Because, for example, the get world method, like, let's say I have the private boolean get thingy. Okay, and here, like, you just want to get a boolean field. Okay, or actually, let's make it the get, and let's call it the wobble ticks. So that would be the int. So the return, like, it should return this wobble ticks, or whatever. Let's call it the, what do I have on here? Linear interpolation texture. Okay, so, like, it makes sense that it would only do that, but it can do anything else. Like, let's say, for, I'm not sure how to do a forced loop here. Whatever, like, additional logic happening here, and I just want to have that. And I guess it's a good practice to not do that, but still, I'm not used to that. Okay, so let's see what the random looks like. And let's do wheelbarrow, logger, info, random. And I'm done about that. Okay, and let's see what random looks like. Okay, I should have expected that. But I get a float, I'm guessing, or something like that from there. And the next float. And while that's launching, let me go grab myself a drink. So give me 2 minutes. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, and let's check that out. Okay, but I also need to check. Okay, so here, when I will be doing the changing the oxidation level. Sorry, you probably heard that. Okay, so like here I have this get oxidation level. But this is doing actually some additional logic. So I'll probably won't have a dilemma there. But yeah, I was wondering, so like if I have the no, whatever, let's just do that. Let's never mind. This type oxidation level towards this get oxidation level. Now I'd like to change that. There, I'll be using that in a moment. Okay, let's check what the random float looks like. Okay, so it's as expected, a random float. Okay, but yeah, it would be too simple to just have it be like smaller than something or bigger. Or actually it would have to be really small. I think the, sorry, lost. The tick degradation will have some additional stuff going on where it makes sure that it doesn't just happen instantly. So let's see, random tick and tick degradation, what's that? So if it's smaller, yeah, then I try to degrade. Okay, which checks stuff around, I'm assuming. If m is smaller than I, empty, otherwise k++, continue. Okay, so f is a float, rather k+1, that's cast to a float. And then we have a k, get degradation chance multiplier. If another float is smaller than g, then we get degradation result state. So do I want all of that logic, or do I just want to make my I mean, this problem just boils down to making it really, really small. Yeah, this will probably be like a really small number. So, and is it? Okay, because wait, I think there are two random numbers. So there's one next float, and then the random is passed, and another float. Okay, so this is already a really small number. Okay, by the way, whatever. Not to say that, I mean, tick. Okay, so like if I have a float I equals 1.0, why does it not just make it a float? But that doesn't matter. So, synthetic, no clue what that means. Okay, so okay, so I guess let's just make that really small. So if random is smaller than other random next float, let's next int return. How big is that int? Next load is smaller than. Can I just make it a half? See it happen. Okay. 0.2. Then this set oxidation level will be the type. Get type from a. Just next type will be get type. Oh man, making so many typos. Oxidation level +1. It's undefined for that, but this is a. Shouldn't be an ordinal thing. Whether now it will be. Okay. That is easy enough. Now we should see the barrel degrade. Okay, and here there will be a check for whether the block was waxed. Okay, man, it's been like it's the third week, and okay, that was fast. Okay, man, it works really nicely. Okay. All of these seem to work. Okay, this one doesn't change, this changes instantly. Okay, that's cool. So let's think. Random. How does I wonder if random tick speed. Okay, but random tick speed won't affect my. Oh man, it won't affect my entities probably. Okay, so let's just commit that and let's first figure out the random tick speed and then we'll figure out how small or big the chance should be. Okay, I don't need the logger anymore. Bubble wobble. Don't need these either. So let's see, there's the server. Okay, and now let's think, how do I make the random tick work? Okay, how can I make it work with gamer random tick speed? To consider the. Okay, so I probably just have to check how fast. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT has. Int. Okay, so we have a random tick speed. Now, if the random trigger a random event based on random tick speed. How does that work? So what's the default random tick speed? Okay, I probably want my logger back then for a moment. Let's see the tick. Okay, so let's see the world get int. No, that's not it. Okay, so I have the no get random. Oh, What's the difference between random and get random? Okay, so man, which one am I supposed to use then? Okay, it was definitely that. Okay, let's see. Random. Okay, so the int random tick speed will be this. Okay, it seems to not exist. Classic. Okay, let's see. How do I access them? Okay, I know what they are. Okay, so just world. Okay, because I have this on random, my bad. It would be the tick speed. Okay, so this is on world. Oh. World. Then game. Okay. So sure what happened there. Okay, so get int, and now the game rules random tick speed. Okay, so let's print both the random tick speed and my random under the wheelbarrow logger. Okay, so I mean the random tick speed will be unchanged. Next, float. Wonder, I mean, these probably return a different one each time. So, I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter for now. And just see what the random tick speed is. What does it suggest? Okay, if next int. Okay, so I would have to do something with. Not that, that. By the way, when did it compile? Not sure. Info. Plus, can I make a new line here? Because I will probably need it. Random int. Okay, so this is, I don't think it takes in anything. I do want to, okay, I can. Oh. What is the next int? See, is there next int? Java random next int. Generating random numbers themselves, okay, whatever. Output, okay, with int n. It's used to get a random number between 0 and that. Okay, so to make it faster, 0 and that. Okay, so to make the that thing, oh man, let me formulate it. Make it dependent on the random tick speed, then, I mean, if you increase the random tick speed, then you expect random stuff to happen faster. So I'd want to have that multiplied by the random tick speed, I'm guessing. Okay, so let's remove logs and just YOLO it. So let me make that really small. And that's not that small, but sure. Okay, so that will be 20. Should be 20. I really don't like that you do that in tick. You could do it in you can do that somewhere else and then just store a reference to it here and then get it. And then just update the reference whenever the game rule changes. But I guess that's how you do that in Java. Or rather in Minecraft. Okay, so that should be that. So now I would expect my wheelbarrow to not age that quickly. Yeah, only should have a chance to increase the random tick speed. Make it happen instantly. Okay, so that's taking its sweet time. Now if I do game rule, random tick speed, let's make it 1000. Now 1000 will make it instant. Then get the value 3. Okay, so the default is 3 actually. I thought it's okay. Now 20 is the ticks per second. Okay, so let's make it like 33. It should be 1 in 10. Should it be? No, it should be 1 in 100. And to make it 33. No, I'm tripping. That will be to make it 1 in 10, I need to multiply it by 1000. Yep. No, it changed. Okay, so this is 1 in 10. And that's rather fast. Now if I set it to 100, and that should be 1 in 100. Okay, so that's, I mean, not some real random analysis here, rather random. Yeah, that's definitely how you check randomness, but that seems to be right. Okay, great. That was easy and like really simple. Okay, so let's think, how do I make it? Oh. I wonder if the random tick method is called only on all stuff, all of the stuff that can have a random tick only when condition is met. Makes sense. That will make sense. How small do I want it to be? Like if the default is 3, if the default is 3, then okay, how can I check it? Let's see what the copper block. Maybe someone calculated it. 64 in 1 and 1025. 1125. Calculations. Java edition. How about the Bedrock edition? Relies on random ticks, rain or water does not accelerate. covering copper blocks with water does not prevent oxidation. Okay, groups of non-waxed copper blocks oxidize far more slowly than single copper blocks and are spaced at least 4 blocks apart. This is because a block in a group, being less oxidized than the others, slows down the oxidation process for others. Okay, so that's all the calculations I have seen. And then, however, if one wishes to increase the oxidation speed, placing that's not over speed improvement. Okay, so what's the chance? When a random tick is given, okay, that's not what I wanted. Now a random tick is given, so that's what when does a random tick happen? In Java, the number of blocks chosen from each section is specified by. Okay, so a random tick happens to 3 out of 4096 blocks. One block can be chosen multiple times in one chunk tick. Okay. Uproot, not sure what uproot means. Okay, so that would be 96, that would be the base, that's really small. And then times 64 divided by that. Okay, so in 20 minutes, how many ticks are there? 20 times 20 minutes times 60 seconds times 20. So if I multiply that, and that's really small, not that much actually. Is that correct? Let's see. That every chunk tick, some blocks are chosen at a random from each section in the chunk. From each section, okay. So there are like chunk sections. Okay, so I think never mind, these are the sub-chunk. For every sub-chunk. Sections are distributed vertically, starting at the lowest Y level. Okay, so never mind, this is like just 16 by 16. Okay, so yeah, because if I multiply the, let's see, that's 24,000. That, and then that's, no, never mind, that's actually, okay, so that is right, because that's actually just 1. So that's 1 in 24,000. Sections are, okay, so sections as in the sub-chunks. So 1 in 24,000. That's 1 in 20 minutes. Pre-oxidation. This is called pre-oxidation. Okay, in pre-oxidation, the copper search. Okay, so there's more. The copper block searches its nearby non-waxed copper blocks for a distance of 4 blocks taxi cab distance. And let's just check what that means. Taxi cab. 7 blocks. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And there was something about Manhattan in the source code. Okay, so just the length of a triangle, 2 triangle faces. If there is any copper block that has a lower oxidation level, and the pre-oxidation ends, meaning that the copper block does not weather. Okay, so they all oxidize at the same time, or like together. And let A be the number of all nearby. Okay, let's ignore that. We also the modifying factor MB. Okay, I think I saw a number like that in the source code, so that's nice that they just explain the function there. And then the oxidation probability is mc squared. M is 3/4 and C is non-waxed number of all nearby non-waxed copper blocks and the number of nearby non-waxed, okay, that have a higher oxidation level. Okay, unweathered copper blocks surrounded by 6 unweathered copper blocks and 6 exposed copper blocks has a 20. Okay, so it's kind of even. Chance is even smaller. Oh man, lightning bolts too. Man, also deoxidize randomly selected copper blocks nearby. Random walks as follows. Okay, so I won't have the rod. I won't be doing anything with a lightning rod. So there's that. But yeah, I guess if oxidized copper has a lightning interaction, then I will have the wheelbarrow have on to summon lightning. Yep, okay. So we'll have to make that, and also if you use an axe. Okay, so that removes only one level. Okay. Yeah, and doesn't do anything on just a copper block. No, you can't use it. Okay. Okay, so that's easy enough. Okay, so let's make it smaller than 8 times random tick speed. So random tick speed is kind of like how many blocks inside of the chunk will be selected, kind of. So if I default value is 1 in 24,000, I would want it to be 1/24,000, so 72,000. Okay, sorry. So I want it to be that. Java float accuracy. How many things can it take? 6 to 7. So random is float. Let's go next double. Does. Okay, but I should be good enough with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, should be good enough. Let's not round that up. Okay, so that should be perfect. Okay, seems to be correct. The command 1/24,000 divided by the random tick speed times random tick speed. Okay. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, that's really nice. It's really simple. Really simple. Now interaction with honeycomb and an axe is next on the menu. I like those. Really pleasant actually. Not much effort. Okay, let's see. Get random. Next float smaller than that times this. Okay, 6 to 7. Okay, so I'm guessing 6 to 7 is the 6 is for but 6 is probably 4. Okay, 6 is 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 Can I just add more? Can. Okay, because by default this is a double. I can compare a float to a double. Okay, so let's just make it. Okay, we don't need to care about like my numbers being incorrect. And I think Java source code use some really small numbers too. Let's see, import decimal, take degradation. Yeah, so this is one. Oh, okay, so is F declared here to be unused. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the decompilation issue. Decompilation issue. Okay, so I can just have more numbers and cast that to a float. I guess okay, actually, no, because this is a decompiled version. And this gets rounded up to basically 5.7. Or maybe just 5.6.9. Basically, same thing. So, let's have a float there because it probably makes calculations faster. So I'd want it to be, let's see, 9F. Hmm. Is there a Java REPL? Java REPL JShell? Uh-huh. So, never, just ChatGPT it. Double float. The valid floating point number. However, it's important to know that the floating point numbers have limited precision and certain values can be exactly represented. In the case of that, the precision is limited by the float type and the exact representation may not be possible. May encounter rounding errors. What would be the rounding error in case of my number, or how could I test it? Found the result of performing operations on it. Double. Okay, so let's do that. And let me check really quick. We should be able to do that in just there. If I make a thingy here and I do a rounding error comparison main. Okay, args, I don't need many. It's for a regular Java program, I guess. Okay, is that my number actually? It is. So let's see. Okay, there they are. Okay, so that's correct. Like 5 E5 is divided by 10,000, I think. Let's see. Okay, so that's my How many leading zeros I have? 4. Okay, so that's correct. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I missed a 0. Okay, so by 100,000. See, 1.49 divided by 100,000 and 1,000. 100,000 and then times 3 and times 24,000. Should be 1, okay. So I lost a bit there, like chance is slightly higher, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good enough, definitely. Okay, so game rule, don't hint that. Let's keep that because this is useful a lot of time. I wonder what ABB is. Uh, ABB, axis aligned bounding box. Okay, what's that used for? Interaction result holder. Player POV. Okay, so that's some raycasting when you use a. Huh. When you use on it. Interaction results holder pass. The deck 31. So this is copied from something probably unchanged. I would assume that the name of the variable here will be adjusted. Let's see. You hit a block. Okay, so this is for using the item, okay. You just place it. You set wood type. Okay, so different, how you doing? Hi, doing well. Just about to finish, or I mean, I guess in the middle of implementing the oxidation. Like I got the oxidation tick tied to the random tick speed. I think that's how I would do it. This should be, yeah, that, which is more or less, like this should be the same as the copper block. Just no checking the stuff around because I don't think it matters. Like it's a lot of effort to check if other wheelbarrows are around, and I think it's fine if it doesn't care. And then now I just want to add the yeah, and I have the variants, my beautiful textures I spent so much time on. And yeah, now I just need the honeycomb and the axe thingy. How are you? I go sleep. Okay. So good night then, I guess. And axe. Yeah, we need to do add that. That should be simple enough. I tried. You good? My friend, I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so let's see. Let's probably interact. And that would be the thing I have. Some okay. I just start riding. Okay, so I need to see what's in the player's hand. Interact. How do I get an item? So you should cancel the interaction. Else if. So if this is on the server, then I do that, and otherwise I skip. Hmm. Isn't this? I guess returns the success. Yep. This fails when this entity is already riding the entity. Okay, so consume and otherwise we pass. I wish there would be a way for me to not have that nested, but let's not care about that. Okay, so I need to check if a player has an axe. Let's see, item stack. Stack would be player with item in. Ah, see, if is secondary use active. Okay, so this is a player. Now I have a player entity, and this is only called by one player on server, so any state change needs to be notified. And I have here there's an interaction result, and I have an action result. Can add passenger, get controlling passenger. Interaction hand. So here I have just hand. Interact. All when the player interacts with this entity. And what does the what if I change that its types to interaction result? Okay, there's no such thing. I wonder where that comes from. Probably extends something. Okay, no, this is from Minecraft, but how do I make my interact look like that? Say that success. Okay, so it's a different based on that type, huh? It's only called by one player on server, so any state change needs to be notified. Okay, so let's add the imports. I didn't add. Huh. It seems like I don't have these imports. Yeah, they don't exist, so probably something changed between versions because I think this is for like 1.21. Okay, that's fine. I can roll with player entity. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. Action result again. Okay, that's override with a star. I wonder what that means. Text error. Okay, I think that's normal. I just I did that. Okay, so I need to get item. Get item in. Okay. Item stack. See player entity. What does it have? Get abilities active item. And that's probably it. And this is an item stack. Let's see. Logger. Okay, I wish it got what I wanted to do. Get name. Okay, and I gotta check how it behaves inside of the like with an offhand item. Maybe just get an active item. Get care of that. Get active item. Consume item. Net item use time. Stop using item. Clear active item. He's holding onto ladder. Okay. He's full flying. Okay, so okay, I use the okay, error. That's definitely not what I want. Get active item. What else can I get? Get hand items. Okay. Item stacks held in the hands. Okay. And that's an interable. Okay, so let's see what happens if how does it work when I have it in an offhand? So I guess if I have it in offhand, I can apply it, okay? I have two items. Let's make one unusable, like, sword. Okay, then it applies. And I have that, okay, then that still applies. I think it applied because I had. Yeah, so now the main hand item applies, and if I change that, then the axe will happen. Okay. It prioritizes the first hand, and then falls back to the offhand. Okay, so if it works, then I take the wax off, and otherwise I de-wax it, or rather de-oxidize it. Okay. So let's first see what the items look like. Okay, so not for, but while, maybe, while item, next. There will be iter, an iterator. Let's see how I do it. Let's see where. Actually, maybe oxidized block has the logic I need. Oxidizable block. And let's see, interact. No. So maybe oxidizable then. Interact, neither. Degradable, interact, nope. So I think one more thing left, the oxidizable mixing. Okay, never mind. Sure, I saw that somewhere. Yeah, because something is taking care of the waxing and the oxidizing logic, and I'm not sure what that is. I would like to copy it. Oxidizable. Oh, there's the mixing. What's that? Nothing. Okay, so let's see. Everything should be here. Build create setting codec, forgetter, axe, nope, wax, neither. extends a block, implements oxidizable. So walks. Nope. Okay, so not sure where these are implemented, but let's just figure that out on our own. So that will be the interact. Oops. And now I need to go through the items. So let's see, while entity guest passenger do. Okay, so I set an entity. Normal. While okay, I need to see iterator entity. And that will be item stack. Okay, so while the iteratable iterator, iterable. Okay. Items iterable. How does it work? Next. As next. Get. What does an iterable do? Reach. Okay. Java iterable. How do I go through the items of Java iterable? Okay. Or okay, let me log the item. And it should have a hand. Actually, how do I know what hand am I on? See how many there are first. I mean, probably two. And probably have to keep track of that. Okay, so I probably will have something like handle interact, and it will return success, and if not, then I will move on to the other hand. Okay, so here I have a diamond axe and I have a honeycomb. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So I would want something like handle item interaction. This, okay, I see it, and I like what I see. See private handle interaction, and that will be an item stack item. And here, let's see, first. Okay, it doesn't matter what I check first. Let's make it a boolean. Is axe equals item tag to check if an item is an axe. How do I check if a Minecraft item tag is in tags axe? Is in tag, just item tag contains rather. So that would be the item stack, rather item tags. Access is in, or it contains, yes, what is it? Item tags, item stack, item tag contains. Oh, I don't see contains. Is of, huh? Should registry. Even that's a method. I think should be something in Fabric Wiki. I'm pretty sure I saw something about tags. Existing common tags, tag key off. Okay, so I create a tag key, but how do I check? Conventional tags. How to check if something is a tag? As a tag. Maybe item has that. Item tag is in, yeah, a tag, okay. It's in tags. Is in. Okay, so is axe or boolean is honeycomb equals item is in honey. Okay. I mean, there probably aren't different kinds of honeycombs. Let's see. Waxing. With a block of copper, wax in. It's probably scraping, lightning strike. Okay. Non-wax are another. Okay, so waxed blocks just don't care. By using a honeycomb. So let's see, because technically there are modded honeycombs. But I don't think there's a way for me to take care of that. To handle that, rather. But let's see, Minecraft bees mod. Productive bees. Okay, is it still updated? It is. What version is it on? I really enjoyed that mod when I played it. I really like those kinds of mods like moo fluids, and what was it, chickens, and I don't know of any other. Yes, it looks like I disconnected, but we should be back. Yeah. Yeah, the stream should be back, and okay, so I just started. I wanted to check the productive bees source code to see the tags. Tag, flower tag, honeycomb, entity tag, wax. Okay. So like a fabric tag, I'm guessing. Fabric tag, wax. And do that. Minecraft. Fabric, wax. Okay, so is that built in for community? So I'm guessing this isn't on Fabric. Yep. Wax. Okay, so Creating tags, accessing tags. Okay, so I guess let's just not care about that. Okay. Okay, and I should see in logs first axe and then honeycomb, and honeycomb then axe. Or have I cleared up those logs? Nope. Honeycomb axe and axe honeycomb. Okay. So where was I? Is axe or honeycomb item? ID. Check if an item is an item. Get ID. Get item. Get ID. And that's a row ID. How do I check an item is not specific item? The item tags wool carpet. Stack is. And do that. Don't think item is in instead. Is damage is stackable, enchantable, enabled, item matches. The items registry matches registry entry predicate. Okay, so these are just different things. So let's see, I would like registries. Item and honeycomb. Box. What's that? Okay. How do I check if an item is a honeycomb item? Items honeycomb. Okay, so not from registries, not from items. Okay, honeycomb is. Okay, let's see what method do I need. Equals get item. Okay, so that will be boolean is honeycomb item get item. So let's go that stack. Why can't I? Unlucky. Not sure why. Item stack. Okay, so stack get item equals items honeycomb. Okay, and this should return a boolean. For now, let's return false. And let's add some logs. Logger is axe. Okay, that's honeycomb. How do you spell? No, never mind. It's all lowercase. And now we should know if one of the items can be used, and if it can, yeah, then we'll return whether something happened, and if something happened, then we skip the other item, and if not, then we continue. Oh, I need to call that. Oops. Let's restart again, and that will be the boolean interaction status is handle item interaction. So this is an item. Let's call that a stack. Stuff of stacks and successful. That should be everything. Okay, yeah. That should be how that has to look. Okay, so if I use walks, then both should be okay. Then it will be false. False is honeycomb, true. Okay, and second hand is axe, true, and is honeycomb, false. Honeycomb. Okay, and that will be not a honeycomb, but an axe, or rather, yeah, an axe and then honeycomb. Okay, and if I do that with an empty hand, then both are false. Okay, normal one was true because I had that. Okay, and I can't interact with it once I'm on it. Okay, but that's easy enough. Nice. Okay, so if interaction status, then break, and actually it will be the just return action result. I'm guessing consume. Indicates an action is performed, but no animation should accompany the performance. Okay, so what else do I have? Success, and the actor's hand should swing to indicate. Okay, yep. Let's refactor that because that's the way I like to roll. And let's commit that. Okay, actually. Okay, let's see what has changed. I don't think I've oxidized over time. Okay, so I need to update the why is that important? It shouldn't be. Okay, items, item tags. Okay, so it entity. And the other thing is init interaction. Okay, so delete interaction. Okay, so let's see. Let's handle the axe first. If is axe, else let's see if. Okay, so if is axe, I would like to. So if this get oxidation level equals type, and I gotta rename that, can I? Oh, does the LSP not let me? Types, okay, so if it's copper, okay, so that's not ideal, because here I would like to return two things, either null or the action result. Okay, how do I handle that? Here I would like to return maybe I don't need it to be a function. Just move that there so it's easier. Okay, so if it's axe or if it's honeycomb, then we do something, and if not, then we skip. Okay, so let's here return the action. That will be pass. Not perform, but allowed other actions to perform. Allows. Okay. And if how? Okay, so if something happens here, I'd like to return. Okay. So I would like to set this, set oxidation level to let's see. Okay, so rather type oxidation level. Okay. And probably ordinal. As I call it here. Okay, so here I needed to keep it like that. That would be an int. And yeah. So never mind, here I'm gonna keep that too. So if oxidation level. Oxidation level is copper, then I pass, and otherwise I set the oxidation level to oxidation level -1 ordinal. Okay, and also I return the success. Okay, set oxidation level. So I need to get the type from that. Should just add a different variant here. It takes in an int. And I do the and I already taken an int, so get an int and do it like that. Never mind, let's just do the polymorphism or whatever that is called. Int type, and then I do the I need to do that. Okay, wait. It's not quite right because yeah, I do want to take in an int. Okay, so if I pass an int, then I just want to do that without that. So okay, so here I take in a type. Okay, and here I pass in a number. It's fine. And here I also want to just pass in a number. Yes, all of that should make sense. Let's see, here I scrape it. Otherwise, I'll have to set the wax thingy. Make it waxed. Okay, but I'm gonna check what's going to happen if I hold like a shield to if it will override it. It entity scrape oxidation. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, that's working perfectly. Is there any effect? Yeah, there is. Okay, so I'll have to add particles and sound. Shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. Shouldn't have a sound when placed. Let's see, boat. Nope, it doesn't have a sound. How about a minecart? Okay, it doesn't have a sound either, just when you destroy it. And that makes life easier, and then... Okay, nothing happens. Wait, if is axe, and... Okay, so I can't do anything here. Maybe I should just mount it there, ride it. Then, what do I wanna do? Do I want to ride it, or do I wanna... not pass, but... consume? Indicates an action is performed, but no animation should accompany the performance. So that's probably what I want. And because I don't want it to like scrape it all the way down and then mount it an accident. Let's make sure that works. Okay, so that didn't fix it. Let's see, did I add that in the right place? If type is copper, then I consume. No animation should accompany the performance, so consume, partial, no statistic should be something. We have success. So maybe success, but no, don't swing a hand. Success, and the actor's hand should swing to indicate the performance, okay? No animation should accompany the performance. Fail. Hmm. Let's check that. as puller. Interaction fail. Whatever, let's just make it a success with false and see if that works. Yeah, it still swings. So that's not what I want. What happens if I... Okay, it just mounts me. Okay. If sucks and... Okay, I'm not. I am in the right place. Let's see, wheelbarrow. Logger. Should not. I'm also in the wrong layer. Okay, so should not swing hand. If swing hand is true, otherwise consume. Success. Otherwise I consume. Okay, so that's what I want to do. And that's what I tried. Logger info. Okay. That should be just consume. And and if it's not, then I'm not sure what's going wrong. Should not swing hand, okay. So why does it swing hand? I do return. Item, advantages, fast endpoints, Minecraft. Okay, this doesn't want to load. Let's just not care about that, it's a minor detail. And it should work, so I'm not sure why it doesn't. Okay, but let's see what happens if I hold a shield. We hold the shield and use an axe. Okay, then it happens. Okay, and then I do that. Okay, so... And probably the same with honeycomb. Now I can't do anything, so I walks it. Okay. Maybe fail is actually what I want. I want to prevent other stuff from happening. Fail. Oh. Yeah, technically, the animation is probably... yeah, probably wants to start riding it, but I don't call start riding. So that could be it. No. Even does. It use durability. Probably. Yeah, it does. So I'll have to do that too. Yeah, here it doesn't, okay. Okay, sorry. Not sure what happened there. Okay, so here how to Y still swings. And here also use up an axe, the axe. Okay, so that will probably be everything for today. I've been streaming for 3 hours. And yeah, we got quite a lot done. And tomorrow we will continue with the oxidation and scraping and waxing. So thanks everybody for watching and see you.